MacBook sound balance changes on its own. Platform 2017 MacBook Pro, running macOS Catalina 10.15.2. Context: I had a pair of broken headphones, where the right bud was much quieter than the left. So, I adjusted the volume settings on my MacBook to output more volume to the right to balance out the volume in my broken headphones. Now that I have a new pair, I adjusted the volume slider back to the center. Problem: sometimes my Mac will randomly revert back to outputting more volume to the right. Things that tend to trigger the reset include, when I wake it up from sleeping, plugging it into charge and unplugging headphones, and plugging them back in. These actions do not always cause the reset, but they do frequently enough to the point where I need to go back in and manually change the volume balance back to the center multiple times per day. Question: I've tried looking up solutions, to no avail. Do you have any idea how I can finally get the damn thing to remember my volume settings? Can I just reset the volume settings to factory default or something? Manually fixing the volume balance again, and again, and again, every day, is really starting to get on my nerves. Any suggestions appreciated. Thanks.
I don't know what causes this, but I found and use this URL, which is free software to reset the balance when it goes off.
Had the same problem. When I centered the audio then changed volume, it would drift to the right. I found going into the Audio MIDI app, choosing the correct 2-channel audio outsource, whatever the name of your headphones are but not the mic channel if you have one, change the format to 1-channel 16-bit integer, then change it back to 2-channel 32-bit again. After this the audio remained balanced.
This happened while using a PHL-45 6900CH monitor via USB audio. Solution: reboot your Mac while having the correct volume balance in System Settings. System Settings Volume Balance. This is much rather a workaround. It seems it is resetting the balance falsely when changing the volume. However, resetting it to center is what we all want, 99,999%. Be aware that the issue might reoccur. Furthermore, my balance was altered in different ways depending on how I changed volume. Using media buttons on keyboard, greater than balance jitters around the center, not really noticeable, but you can see the slider jitter. Using volume slider in the top bar, greater than, it immediately resets the balance to the default value of balance during last shutdown. Volume slider in top bar. Using the volume slider in System Settings, greater than balance is not altered. I have never seen such an misbehavior from Apple products. This is almost Microsoft quality, zany face.
I've noticed that this will only happen when playing sounds from two different audio sources, such as two browser tabs playing sound simultaneously. I'm not sure as to why this is, but I figured out that this was the cause in my case.
I suspect it's using the volume and balance from when it was last shut down. My understanding is that, to change the volume of the power on sound, you set your volume to the desired level, then use the GUI to power the MacBook down. Doing that sets the volume in room so it knows what volume to use on boot up. It also likely saves other sound settings such as balance. If you're like me, you seldom power down your MacBook, preferring to use sleep or hibernation instead. You probably last powered it down via the GUI when your balance was off center, and haven't done it since you replaced your headphones, so it's still using that setting.
Thank you.